Okay, this is the introduction to The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom. And this picture shows her actual hiding place that was in her room in her house. And we'll talk more about this later. This hole is just for visitors of the museum to be able to see. It would not have been like that in original times. It was just like a false wall that you didn't see that people were behind there. Um, One of the major themes we will be discussing is family values as we read this book, and so I wanted to show you a picture of their family. Here is her mom and dad. This is Corrie, and this is her siblings. And she will also talk a lot about her extended family, and the themes are often presented through these characters. So pay attention when anybody in her family talks or does something. And those are values that Corrie usually emulates and gets to. They were living in Holland, over here where this arrow is pointing in Haarlem, near the capital of Amsterdam. And I want you to notice how close it is to Germany. Holland, which is the Netherlands, had declared themselves a neutral um, country during World War II, hoping to avoid the devastation of war, saying we're not going to fight against Germany and we're not going to join Germany. But that didn't go so well, as we will see. For 2 years, Germany, under the leadership of Hitler, just decided to defeat and occupy basically all of their neighboring countries. Here is a list of when they were able to take over and occupy and what countries they did. And I wanted to expand this map just to show you how they did these land attacks and just spread till they had taken over virtually all of Europe. Um, 6 years after they started that, they were finally defeated. They were defeated by Great Britain, the Soviet Union, and the United States together. I wanted to mention Great Britain over here. If we back up a slide here, was attacked, and using our map skills, we see this is like the only dotted line. So we're going to come down here to the key and see that was an air attack instead of a land attack. So Germany was not as good with the air attacks. They also had tried doing sea attacks to get across the English Channel, and Britain was known for their navy, and so that didn't go well. But they did do all these night blitzes on London and other major cities in Great Britain for a year. It forced parents to send their children by train to the countryside to random strangers for safekeeping during this time. So just really all of Europe, even if you weren't defeated and occupied, were just a mess. Anyway, finally Germany invaded Soviet Union, and with their landmass, their weather, their kind of national morale, things like that, they were not able to defeat the Soviet Union. So Soviet Union, Great Britain, and United States joined together, and I'll show you a better map of that, and pushed back and retook over everything until Germany was contained. Your assignment for this introduction is to, with your partner, go and within 5 minutes grab a book that's going to be pertinent to World War II and come back to our class, and then take another 5 minutes to get one important or an interesting fact that you will share with class in just a minute. This can be on World War II and Hitler, concentration camps and SS guards, resistance, US involvement, just really anything to do with that, because as we read The Hiding Place, we are going to discover that the setting of this being in World War II, if you don't understand that, it's not going to make a whole lot of sense. So let's teach each other a little bit more about World War II before we dive in.